We're back with story artist Ryan Green and animation supervisor Mike Greenholt.
Story artists and the animation supervisor work very closely with the director in order to develop the script as well as the movements and emotions of the characters. Ryan Green graduated from Penn State as well as Columbus College of Art and Design. Mr. Green began his career as an animator and has gone on to serve as a storyboard artist on such projects as The Lorax and Planes, Fire and Rescue. Mike Greenholt graduated from Ringling College of Art and Design. Mr. Greenholt served as an artist for the films Tarzan and Fantasia 2000 prior to joining Disney Toon Studios as an animator and character modeler in 2005.
Hi, I'm story artist Ryan Green.
I'm animation supervisor Mike Greenholt.
You're watching Made in Hollywood.
Here's the scene.
So, as you know, I really learned my lesson about being smarter when it comes to dangerous animals.
We know,
Oh, honey, you are
I'm
great.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
However,
And here we go.
Fawn?
On a film like this, what kind of duties and responsibilities does your job entail?
The film process actually starts in the story world before the animation, and essentially a story artist will sit in a room with the writer, director, and the head of story, and we kind of throw around ideas and try and figure out what the story is. And at a certain point we'll say, okay, let's go try that. And we run back to our desk and we draw a bunch of panels as fast as we can, and we bring them all back and we watch them up on the screen and say, does this look like it's working? And it usually doesn't at first, and we just try that over and over again until we're all happy with it. And then it moves on to the animation process.
I thought you said the legend wasn't real.
Technically, I said he's not what they think.
Yeah, and then as animation supervisor, I oversee the team of animators working on the project, and I work with the director, and we move the characters, their acting, their emotion. That's what we do. And so whatever notes the director has, I communicate to the team of animators, and we work back and forth to bring the characters to life.
Fairies and Sparrowmen, presenting the amazing, incomparable Gruff.
Hi, Gruff.
How does someone get a job at Disney? What kind of steps should they take?
Studying animation is good, but that involves one, knowing how to draw. Even if you're working in CG, the skills that you learn drawing apply to what you do in the computer. It's about learning to witness things and see things and then synthesize that into a performance. It also helps to study acting. If you're going to animate characters, these characters are actors, and so you need to be able to act well in order to make a scene believable.
What does he eat?
Not fairies?
On a daily basis, how hard would you say you have to work in order to really succeed?
It gets tough at times. We work long hours quite often, and you have to keep the energy and passion up. It's a job, and you have to remember that you got to keep at it. But you're usually rewarded when you see the product in the end, and you see what everybody collaborated on to create at the very end stage.
This might be a threat to Pixie Hollow.
What will you do if you find it?
My job.
What is your advice then for a young person who wants to get into animation?
I would say just always be drawing, always be observing, and try to tell a story, even the simplest terms. Tell a joke. If you see a waiter talking to a customer, then just draw that scenario and show it to somebody else and say, hey, look what I saw today. And maybe you put a funny spin on it, and that's your style of storytelling. So I would say work on those types of skills.
And I would say practice. If you want to animate, practice animating. If you want to be a filmmaker, make films. But then also go out and live. Like, films are boring unless they're about something engaging. And so you need experience that you can bring to your characters or to your film that make it interesting. And so just like Ryan said, going out in the world and seeing things, experiencing things makes your work so much richer.
And we always think about that we need to have a certain mold or fit a certain mold to get into the animation industry, but quite often you might grow up in a city that is completely different, and you bring something new to the table that makes you unique, and you're actually much more valuable because of that.
Both of you are conscientious and talented fairies, and I trust you to do what's right for Pixie Hollow.
What's the word? She trusts me to do the right thing.
Which is?
We go after it at dawn.